Okay, we're live. Hello and welcome to my very first review. I have two things that I'm going to be reviewing today. I only have 10 minutes, of course. This is YouTube. Um, they don't, I guess, want people to abuse their service and take up too much of their time. So, without having to pay anything to give this reviews, I'm going to limit my time to 10 minutes as such. Um, like I said, I'm here to do two reviews. The first review is going to be on the iPad 2. Now, I do realize that there is a newer version of the iPad 2. Um, it's called the new iPad. It's not even called iPad 3. Um, apparently, what should have happened is, of course, they should have said the iPad 3. But instead, there's a new iPad because when it came out with the iPhone 4S, it was supposed to be iPhone 5. But they changed that and just said iPhone 4S. So I kind of figured that they was just going to say the new iPad. Later on this year, they will hopefully come out with the iPhone 5, and then they come out with the iPad uh, Mini. I think that's going to end up happening. Anyway, this video is on the iPad too, so there is no one out. I haven't really heard it too much. I have tested it out at Walmart. Yes, it has better screen resolution, but that's all that it has. Better camera, whatnot. The iPad 2 still is functional, and the one that I have is very good. This is the iPad 2 right here. As you can see, I have a light in the background, so um, it might be fuzzy here and there type deal. As you see a reflection of my computer screen as I'm showing you this. So on the iPad itself. So it's not that my computer is on my iPad, it's just a reflection. The iPad 2, of course, is just like the iPad 3. It has the camera in the back here, as you can tell. It has the volume buttons, and it also has the power button up here as well. Um, audio. I like to come out and say I'm not getting paid for this whatsoever. Um, Apple's not paying me to do a review on the iPad. I don't want to get paid. I just want to give you my honest opinion without being paid on the iPad 2 that I bought from my own pocket. I have given away a couple of these iPads before. Um, Even bought a couple and then given them away. I have also given away a lot of Apple products, but I can always keep the best one that I purchased. And this is the best one that I have purchased from Apple, besides the iPod Touch, the iPod Nano that I have on my wrist that I will be reviewing at some point as well. It's the iPad 2. Most of you have already purchased one of these, so you know what's on it. Later on, I will be reviewing my favorite apps. I will be showing you what's on this as well in this review. This review, like I said, I'm going to be showing you what's on this iPad. Okay, but I will be reviewing the apps that are on here at a later date. That takes time. Again, developers are not paying me, so this is all my personal opinion. And I don't want to be paid, by the way. I have my own job, and I don't need to be bought out by some other company telling me, oh, well, this body's good, even if they're knowing full well that's crap. Okay, the first area I'm going to show you is I have put categories for each of my apps. Okay, I don't have multiple pages of crap that people like to add in there because people like to have all that stuff in there to show, oh, I got lots of apps, or I got more apps than you. I like to keep it all on one page, and they're all in categories in alphabetical order, starting with numbers. So I have the best of the first person, third person shooters. All I do is I tap on it, and it shows all of my apps, all 20 of my first person, third person shooters. every single one of these apps that are on my iPad too, I will be reviewing separately. Each one by one. Okay, those are my first person, third person shooters. I'm going to show you a couple more here that I have. Fighting games and some music ones as well. Okay, these are my personal favorite. Okay, and there are 20 of them there. So there are lots of apps here. I got a total of 196 apps. Right, that's just on this iPad. Of course, I do have some music. I have over 800 songs of music, and still have around 3 gigs left of space. I'm going to be recently going to be putting on the Nova 2, Nova 3 on my iPad, which I've already purchased a while ago. Well, I thought that I would put that back on and take off Nova 1. Nova 1 is good, but Nova 3 is better. There's also one game that I'm looking forward to right now, and it's called Dead Trigger, and I think that's supposed to come out later on this month. I'm constantly looking for it every night. Hopefully it'll come there so I can get one of those. This is the iPad 2 again, okay? I give it an 8 out of 10. All on the ratings are going to be out of 10, not 5. 5 is too common anyway. It's too low of a number. So I give it 80. I give it 80%. Of course, it can be better. Apple needs to get the head out of the butt. Basically, what I'm trying to say is make a controller that's universal, that you don't have to work around. Get the head out of the butt. Because if they make a controller for this iPad 2, I guarantee you their business will rise. People will buy more of these. Obviously, there's millions being bought right now without a controller, but I'm telling you, in my personal opinion, Apple is not use the controller. I think because they're being stubborn. Get a controller on this thing. Get it before the Wii U is released. Hint, hint. Because if the Wii U is released before Apple finally concedes and put a controller with this thing, a legitimate controller, not just a freaking afterthought, a legitimate controller, okay? That means 2 toggles, freaking directional button, 4 buttons, and your trigger buttons. If you don't put that on there before the Wii U comes out, this is my prediction, the Wii U is going to take some of the market share back away from Apple, and it's going to go back to Nintendo, because Nintendo will have it right there with their console. The only thing Nintendo doesn't have, and they can say what they want, but the only thing that they don't have is they don't have a handheld market anymore. Yes, they have the DS out there already, but the 3DS is not selling very well. Obviously, they're trying to make up excuses, but the Wii U is the next big thing. It truly is. And if Apple wants to hold on to that market share, it needs to have a regular controller. If it does not, then it's going to miss an opportunity. If you come out with it afterwards, it's an afterthought. No matter what you say to it, it's an afterthought. Come out with it right now, people is wanting it. If people is wanting it, it's not a, oh, what if people don't want it? No, people do want it. I for one want it. We will be willing to pay more money. So if you decide to make it, I don't know, 40 or 50 bucks, people will buy that controller. They will. Even at this economy level, they will pay for it. The Wii U should come out right now. Of course, Nintendo is being stubborn. I guess it wants to do its own thing. Like I said, if Nintendo comes out before the Apple finally has a controller, Nintendo is going to steal that market share back to Microsoft. Sony and Microsoft, you're late in the game, and they're pretty much not even do about it. My next video is going to be my part 2 on the review of the KUDO case. Thank you.